is sure that the merchants are well attended to, that we as merchants do not be unkind in matters of cost. Now in our troubled times, the association is to inspect certain businesses, such as Mr. Prentice, who had an unfortunate infraction of tea. He does apologize and say that it was not his fault. He attempted to cancel his good shipment, but it arrived anyway in Yorktown, to Chesterford. Therein it was seized, searched by the men of Gloucester and Guinea, and the areas of James City. We destroyed the tea, and auctioned the rest of the goods off in front of the Raleigh due to his unkind and unfaithful nature. Mr. Prentice is a man who has gone through much, not just this matter, but with his beloved wife. Now, gentlemen, what a kind and fair husband would you not be if you did say, my wife is touched, but I do not wish to put her in the hospital. I will keep her locked away. Ladies, would you want to be in a hospital or in your husband's cellar?
Oh, I don't know.
I would say the husband's cellar. There you have your loving husband and a variety of your own people to take care of you, as opposed to an unfortunate stranger who desires to experiment upon the body, if need be, of your unfortunate illness and touch disease. It is, we say, a radical and rebellious tendency of nature of the body to have this. When one becomes touched, convulsions of the body, mind that has not become well in many years, so they will attend to it. Similar to the good hospital in Pennsylvania, we have one here. Of course, it not be popular, and you must pay good money for it, unless you be deemed a charity. In some terms, no one can take care of you, so the community will adopt you and put you under their care. But to be adopted by the community means you will have very little service, due to the nature of the community, as many in need of adoption. Now, my good man, you were talking to Dr. Franklin a good while. He came here in 1756 and electrocuted a chicken, and he received an honorary doctorate from the College of William and Mary as his accomplishments. Dr. Franklin is described by humble Virginians in the Theatre of our Lord 1784 as a man who had done so well, so much good, and then decided to create an unfortunate illness of his head. In simple terms, he did create many great philosophies, many great services. And after he did so much, he said, now may I show you what else I can do. Not acting like a Massachusetts, but acting like a crazed man who needs to be put into the hospital. But so you talk, as I say, of the Postmaster General, Alexander Purdy, or kitchen you will be in, is the Postmaster General for Virginia and all these colonies as well, similar to Dr. Benjamin Franklin. Alexander Purdy now attends to good need and responsibility. If you want news to travel between here and Philadelphia, the post rider will politely get it transported to Mr. Joseph Abraham in 1 week's time if you pay him more. If you pay him in standard, it takes 2.5 weeks. So pay him more. He prefers whiskey. That was the great debate. Captain Goosley and myself had a bit of enjoyment upon quarter path. And in England, there is a philosophical debate in one of the coffee houses that was brought over here by Mr. Goosley when he recently arrived, is in order to have a healthy horse, what shall you do to it? The debate was, do you give your horse wine or do you give your horse whiskey? The debate was resolved to state that, of course, if you give your horse wine in England, they are healthy. But it is not the same effect to the horses of America that have been brought here and have been born since their good existence. So you cannot give an American horse wine. You must give it whiskey. And then, of course, you have a better horse. As much as possible if you can spare the expensive. Of course. Well, man, not disturb good company. I am under the impression, my good sir, you are celebrating many good years together with your lady. That is a grand thing. Not a year, not two, but good many. You said 57? 56. 1 year off.
Congratulations.
Almost 57. Yes, indeed. There's a good philosophy. The man shall find his happiness in finding his lady, and the man and woman shall find fulfillment in their many good and grand years. By year we are found wealth, and by these many years you are truly wealthy. That's all. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.